Okay, we've got a 2011 E150 Ford van. We have 2 ball joints that need replaced. On the driver's side, we've got an upper and lower. Gonna show you how we press them out. Okay. First of all, we done got the knuckle, the spindle pulled off. We take the caliper, we hang it up along with the wheel speed sensor. We take it off, hang it up, and we took the control arm, or not the control arm, but the drag link, tie rod end loose, put it down, and get the spindle where we can see it, and we pull there's a snap ring that goes around here. We pull it loose, and then we're going to take your grease fitting off, and then we use a press and press it out with it's basically a U-joint press or a ball joint press, either one. But after we get it off, we'll show you what we got. We'll show you how we press it out and how we press them back on. See here, I got that. I used to use this crescent wrench. We got new ones, so it don't matter if we tear this up. You hold it there. Here's our press we use. The hardest part is to figure out which adapters work. You give me one of the biggest cups we got.
Sure.
Actually, slide that whole kit off here. A third hand, some bit be handy with it.
Absolutely.
There's one. The top U-joint didn't have a snap ring in it.
Anytime you need me, just holler at me.
Two ball joints. Alright, I'm gonna grab these out real quick. this off so we don't tear that. Best thing is take your rubbers off so you don't tear them. Find a find your adapter that fits real good and tight. Make sure it don't hit this because you'll bind up and smash this end if you don't. We go. Gotta have a good helper like I got. He got 9 hands.
Absolutely.
He keeps 2 in his pocket. Back up.
And 4 legs.
That one ain't a leg.
My bad.
I'm trying to ass on camera.
Yeah, he is.
Work me out.
Yeah, me fucking in the bind.
Start straight there. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let me flip this upside down.
You lift it up all. We're doing, we're flipping it upside down, that way we can get more of a reach.
Let's try this one there. Where's it at?
See, there ain't no need for torches and sledgehammers, is there?
Uh-uh.
You gotta have the right tool.
Short one. Make sure you get her smashing there real good. Once you get them all pressed in, then you go back and I'll take my cap and pop it back on. You're good to go. Let's get her. Start hitting our lower ball joint. Take our rubber off. We don't need it. She's been fixed. This one here is a little tricky. You gotta let the joint stick up through there. You gotta make sure you got it perfectly centered, or else you'll tear your threads up. Ask me how I know.
Yeah, that's right. Don't feel bad, I've done it a time or two myself.
Get a little bit tight, keep it from falling.
That's right.
Right, let's get the bigger cap.
Okay.
think it's, let's see. Still one about this wide. Got that big around. Let me see one of those there. This one, there you go.
Yeah, there should have been a thinner one.
Might be missing a few.
I believe we got another kit over there that we can get one from. Do declare.
Yeah, let's go see if we can find another kit.
You got it. The good thing about this shop, we got everything we need basically. AutoZone ain't open this time of night, is it? At the LS project we're working on, rebuilding the LS 6.0. A little straight 6 right there. Goes in the 85 bullnose Ford. Good looking truck. 40,000 miles of original paint.
Make it a little hot, right?
Yeah. Little service truck, huh?
Give me. We work on cars at night and build houses during the day.
And put out fires in between.
Farming.
Nobody get that joke. Nobody get that joke, really. This is uncut. This is what really happens when you're working on cars. Yeah.
She pinched.
Yes, sir. I always like those videos for always trying to cut the good stuff out.
Alright. So now gotta put our snap ring on this one. Snap ring pull right here. Let's get our other pliers out. You don't want to open up wide enough. There we go. Alright.
Feeding that groove.
My fault.
Yeah. Grease fitting on the bottom.
Finish back in. right there. That way we can get our grease gun on it still. The brakes are on this side and this side here is open. Good enough to get your grease gun on it. All right.
Always good to look ahead.
We got our boot on there. Alright.
I don't know where else is at in the country, but man, in Kentucky, central Kentucky, it is a great night.
Alright, this thing is heavy.
Yeah, hell yeah they
I
are.
don't know. I ain't never saw a half-ton van with 8 loads, but that's
Right?
all these.
You need to put that bottom nut on when it's over in there.
Here it is. A new one. Alright, there you go. Alright. Put it back together. Taking the. I always like to anti-seize all my front end parts going back together. Make it a little bit easier on the guy doing the alignment. Ain't gonna hurt now. We get it real good and nasty.
That's right. And see, that's again thinking ahead, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Makes a huge difference.
Look out for the next guy.
That's right.
Work on it.
That's right. Well, they just, you know, puts a better stamp on our name as far as what this shop does, you know what I mean? So many people come in here at cars that, you know, have been worked on by other mechanics, and we're like, what in the world have they went off and done? They done chopped some shit up, you know. But
There's good and bad in everybody.
yeah, absolutely.
Always tighten your bottom one up first. On these vans in particular anyway. Helps draw the top one into where it needs to go before you tighten it. Something happened, your ball joint starts to spin on you. Put a jack underneath the spindle. Just make sure you don't crush your grease fitting, but put a jack under there and put some pressure on the shaft there, and that'll keep it from spinning. Normally, if it's a new ball joint, you don't have that problem. It's pretty stiff. Always use Moog front end parts, especially if you're working on a heavier weight vehicle. Keep you from having to do it every couple months.
Well, I agree. They're a little more expensive, but it's definitely worth it.
Some customers don't want to pay for a little better part, but
And when you work out of your vehicle, and you know, that's how you make your money. That's kind of like a must, you know. What about them folks that use their vehicle every day and put a used ball joint back in it?
Comes in once, tell them to go down the road.
Yeah. It'd be fine. I got a used ball joint I pulled out of a truck about 6 years ago. And
Or say, I got some used brake pads. Can you put them on for me?
that ain't no doubt.
Try and get my castle nut lined up so I can get my Carter key in.
We like to have a little bit of fun, you all, while we work. It makes the day go by easier, and got good folks, so.
Alright, let's see. Alright. Bottom ball joint installed. Let's see here. We got a new bolt. The upper ball joint has a snap ring goes with it, but this particular vehicle don't require it. So we're good on that. That was that. If you hit it with a impact gun, it keeps it from spinning on you. You ain't gotta jam them down too tight, just enough. You'll be alright. I always like to put in new Carter keys on everything I do. Ain't no sense of fighting with the old ones. Let me grab a new one. Go ahead and put some
New upper and lower ball joint.
Let's go ahead and grease everything on this side while we're in here. 1, 2. That's good enough on that one. See how I pointed that this direction so it's easier to.
Yeah. I like it. Attention to
It's easier
detail.
to grease.
Absolutely.
1, 2, 3. 3 pumps were good. Alright. Everything out of the way.
Let me turn that wheel.
Yeah, straighten her up.
You got it. Once again, this is a e150, 350, Robert?
Yep. That's a e150.
E150.
Got a huge setup though.
Yeah. 300,000 miles. That's a good vehicle.
Alright. On all my brake hardware, caliper bolts, caliper bracket bolts, I always put a little Loctite on them. Some people do, some people don't. That's the way I like to do it. Wrong or right, that's the way I do it. I ain't never had no problem doing that.
Oh, sure.
Don't take a whole lot of Loctite either.
Yeah, a little bit goes a long way, for sure.
Come on now, get out of there.
I kind of jammed it in there, yeah.
Make sure our slides are free. I'm not doing brakes on it, but I always still like to check my slides. 9 times out of 10 we'll have a stuck slide where people just put pads on, never grease their slides. Anytime you do brakes, you want to check your slides. There we go. Yeah, a little persuasion.
That's right.
And bring out the hammer. Let me do that by hand. Yeah, what size those were?
13 rings, brother.
Let me torque that to the right spec.
That's right.
That right there. Let me see. That's right. If you would turn that wheel all the way this way, we'll get our wheel speed sensors back on.
Sure.
Okay. Now here's our wheel speed sensor bracket. Get it on there. Check your wheel speed sensor. That's that's magnetic, and a lot of times it'll metal shavings will stick to it. I'll clean it off before you stick it back in there. Provision in the back of the rotor there. All right, we got our handprints all over the rotors. We want to spray it down with some brake clean. Grab this can of brake clean here.
I got some of that blue toolbox if needed.
Alright, that's it. We'll put the wheel back on, and that's the end of it. Got everything good and tight. You want to check back over. Make sure you got your tie rod tight. Your upper, lower ball joints, Carter keys in, everything. Brakes tight. Ready to go. Alright, y'all have a good night. Thanks.